T-Man 978 Chill Review. Why are you looking at a twin bed box? Because Nate Simmons found this figure for me and now I need to get it out of here. Thank you, Nate Simmons. And before I started recording, I just had an epiphany. I just spent a lot of money on this deluxe class figure. He better be good. I think I'm going to hunt the rest of these myself. All jokes aside, thank you, Nate, for finding this for me. But like my ex used to tell me, there's truth in every joke. Hi, Nikki. She wants me to say her name on my channel so she can feel special. Ooh, it's Cup. I like him so far. The color is a little bit weird looking, but here's the packaging. Here's the stuff right here. Here are the bios. Here's some other stuff you can buy. And let me get acquainted with this guy and start the review. Here is Cup's tech spec card right there. Here are the tech specs for Sergeant Cup and Flintlock right there. And here's Sergeant Cup. On paper, I should love this guy, but there's something a little bit off about him, and I just can't put my hand on it. Well, one thing, the way his legs are shaped, I like the way they look. I love the way they look. A lot of reviewers have been complaining about the look of him. This dude looks very G1, and I really like it. I like this. Definitely makes me think G1, anything with like arrows and whatnot. And I like the way this looks right here. I love the way this hubcap is actually painted. When he goes to transforming, you can see his other wheel. That one's actually half painted as well. His legs are like pretty much fully closed in, except that only real hollowness he has is the butt hollowness. And the hollowness right here inside of his arms. One thing I would have liked is if he had rotating wrist, which he doesn't. His wrist, all that's hollow. And normally they've been making stuff hollow when it needs to be hollow, but his wrists don't bend in this way. They bend out that way. So, and another thing, his ankles seem like they would have ankle pivot, but due to the way it transforms, it doesn't really have ankle pivot. It's like kind of what this line has been doing is they've been giving us some good stuff, but then the way they engineer things is like it purposely hinders a piece of articulation they could have had, which is weird. I mentioned that in some of my old reviews. Don't ask me to quote them, just watch my older Titans Returns reviews. A lot of people would like his head to be the same color as his body, and I think I would like that too. I don't know if it's going to come up on camera due to this lighting, but his eyes are like a different shade of blue than the rest of his face. And his face looks like something stinks or he's taking a friggin' dump or something like that. So there you go. That. I do like that his head is at least all one color and blending in, unlike people like Hot Rod. I like that he has these nice pistols right here, and he can dual wield. And he has actual real double jointed elbows with bicep rotation. It's cool that he has zero kibble, but he is a little bit flat looking. He did have a little bit of backpack in the cartoon, I do believe. But he's cool. He's cool. I like that detail in there. That's nice. And I like the way this all folds up and condenses. You might be able to see it when I go to transformation. His color scheme, I don't know. I wish it was a little bit different. This super duper cotton candy blue on top of the powder blue is a little bit weird. And let's bring in some comparisons. Here he is next to Hot Rod. It's obligatory that you do that comparison. Hot Rod is a tall deluxe class figure compared to the other deluxes, but Cup is even taller than him, which is amazing. And I put him in there because that's the guy whose role he replaced. Everybody knows it. Here is Generation Sergeant Cup, or whatever his name was, and he has some more G1-ish looking details up in this area, but then they jumped the shark up there with stuff like that. But there you go with this. This is a better color scheme, I think. And there's the Sharktacon. You see that the Sharktacons from this line are way too small. To show you, his posability is very decent. So you don't have to worry about that. The legs are a little bit awkward, just like I mentioned. And you can connect those two guns and give him a double barrel blaster right there. But it's going to be awkward because you've got to choose which peg to give him. So there he is with that peg. And here he is with this peg. So it's like, pick your poison right there. Flintlock, not painted. Now up close in this lighting, he doesn't look too bad. But in hand, he looks horrible and cheap. That's the only part of him that's painted is his back. But there you go with that. I wish they would have painted his face a little bit, but they didn't. One thing that is cool is his weapon storage right there. You can make him have a jetpack, which is awesome, or a backpack like I was complaining. And here he is holding Generation Cup's gun. So if you have both of them, he can have this as a jetpack while having Generation Cup's gun. Transformation. Put the hands out to the side. Lift this up. And they will peg into the peg that's on the shoulder right there. Rotate this up. And this peg goes into the slots right there. Nice. Neat. I like it. Open this up. Lift this out. Open that up. Rotate the waist around. Go ahead and untap this right here. Untap the front. Untap the front. Untap the back. Go ahead and open this up. Shut this foot down. Open this up. Shut the foot down. Lift these up. Lift that up. Now this might come unpegged because it is flimsy and cheap looking, to be honest. Go ahead and rotate this down like that. We can shut this and shut that. Now, just tab these together, bring that up, and groove this into there and that into there. It doesn't feel good doing this. It just feels so incredibly cheap, but it does peg together well. And I love the end result. This is very, very G1 reminiscent. And I love it. Like I said, I love the fact that they painted the tires. That's good. They even painted these up under there. Let's paint. No paint back there. They didn't paint the lights, so they're just begging you to have to spend money on repro labels. But there you go with that. This cockpit. Now, getting Flintlock in here and getting him in there secure is difficult. You might want to pull this apart. I'm showing this, but the way they have that right there, they didn't put little footholes right there. It's like they forgot that, oh, wait, the pegs are supposed to go into the bottom of the Titan Master, not the other way around. So there is like, and then he has this thing right here. You would think maybe push that in between that, but no, it doesn't stay there. So you might as well just sit him down in there and shut everything back together. Or place him in there and he doesn't stay in there securely. But you could put this back here. And he does securely sit in this. and he can man the cannons right there while Cup is doing whatever. He can be the little target master. Or you can peg him right here. And what we found out recently, sit him down, is that this works better with the Japanese version that's coming out because he has an actual target master plus a headmaster, or a Titan master if you want to use that terminology. It works better if you put one guy there like that. If you have two Titan masters, you can have two people back here manning the cannons. But you want to know what's weird, or just realize, this is Hot Rod's little Titan master guy. They have the same head. So I didn't have to look far to figure out whose head they reused. And it looks like a little chunk is missing out of Hot Rod's. So there you go with that. Both of them unpainted, looking horrible. Of course, another obvious option is putting the guns right there in the front, which doesn't look too bad, to be honest. So you have it like that, pointing to the back. Maybe they're jet thrusters for his old butt. But this vehicle mode doesn't scream, oh man, it does look good. I just wish they painted that stuff back here, but it does definitely look good and reminds me of Cup. There he is next to Hot Rod, so they can do that whole, the Insecticons ain't in our way, they're our way in. Hot Rod is a little bit longer than him and wider. Boss. Okay, now let's bring in RC. There you go with that. They are roughly about the same length, but of course he's bigger mass-wise. Let's bring in Wheelie. Let's bring in Blur. Let's bring in Springer, who is a humongous car by comparison to all these people right here. And why not bring in Classics Hot Rod, who is huge as well, just like the other Hot Rod. So there you go with that. So Sergeant Cup is definitely cool. I can definitely see that they're probably going to give us an Orion Pax out of this mold. And if I had the US Power Master Optimus Prime, I could probably show you what that would look like. But I didn't buy him because the Japanese version is better. That's my opinion, and that should be your opinion. But anyway, this is a decent, cool figure. I definitely like, I think, I don't know. I might like the vehicle mode more than I like the robot mode. But he is decently posable, and he has two guns and double jointed elbows. So I like that, like I keep saying. So I can recommend him. If you can recommend this video, make sure you don't leave without giving me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click the notification bell and comment. T-Man978, out of here. Thank you for watching.